Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Last episode was our first with King Orland. Our beloved Edmund had died, and Orland was the newly crowned king. And he had to guide us through the funeral, a couple of disputes that occurred during so, and then also cover the expense and get us out of debt and the Trident back on firm footing. I feel like we've done that. Now, it's true that we're down to 2 gold, but I think we're going to get that ticking up super quick. Now, I was going to say that we should look at Orland's family and see what can be done with them. And maybe we have a couple of daughters to betroth. But I also noticed that Queen Krina of the Trident, my wife, can be imprisoned. And I can't quite figure out why, except that she wants to kill Royce Tully, who is my brother's son, so the heir to the lordship of Rosby. Instead, I'm just going to ask her to end the plot, and she will do so. Thank you very much. We've already looked at Andro, who at 8 is becoming a decent steward with a score of 7, and he is our heir with a duty focus. He is also not betrothed. And then we have Alessa, who looks okay at 4. And Cherie, who is 2, with a stewardship and diplomatic score of 2. We have King Joffrey of the Vale. He is all of age 3, newly crowned, after King Ronald has died at 46 in an accident. Will he accept a betrothal to my oldest? No, because of political concerns. We also have King Jonah of the Rock. He's a little bit older at 16. He is not betrothed. Will he take Alessa? Also no, because of political concerns. We have Princess Elaine, who is heir to the Stormlands. Will she accept a betrothal to Andro? Also no. There is nobody in King Garce's dynasty to get betrothed. Queen Lyanne of the North is 30 but doesn't have any children, and her heir is currently Prince Jorah, who is 61, and her uncle. And finally we have Goran Greyjoy of the Iron Isle. His oldest daughter is 13, and she is not betrothed. He won't do it because I am an infidel. Of course, in the Trident, we worship the 7. And in the Iron Isle, they prefer the Drown God. Finally, we have Sarah Targaryen. She's age 7, and the only daughter of the king, and she also will not marry an infidel. She, of course, worships the Valyrian gods. So we have the independent Duchy of Parchment in the east of the Stormlands. And Lord Peter has a small 6-year-old Lanala, who is his only daughter, and he is willing to betroth her to my Andro. So I will send that. She's pretty good with 5 diplomacy. So we have Lord Ronald of Wayfarer's Rest, who has almost 4,000 troops and is my vassal. But he's in Lord Theo for the Trident faction, so I'm wondering what I can do to make him like me a little bit more. He's not really qualified for too much, to be honest. He has negative prestige. He is a knight, but also an intricate web weaver, so I don't really want to give him any real authority. His ambition is to have a son. Currently his heir is Betha Vance, but she's married to a Frey, Sir Walder, so his house is about to lose that duchy if they don't have a child. Despite him being 55, his wife is currently 23. And his second wife died of depression at 46. His first wife died of pneumonia at 24. So Lady Rohan is wife number 3. Let's hope there won't be a fourth. So Patrick Frey could be heir to Wayfarer's Rest. And let's see if he'll accept a betrothal to Alessa. He will indeed. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. I think I'm just going to let them come back. Lord Peter of Parchments likes my idea. And Prince Andro is betrothed. And Alessa is betrothed to Patrick Frey. Krina has agreed to stop plotting to kill my nephew. And Lord Peter has come back to say no, he doesn't think actually that he will betroth his daughter to my son. We would have been in line to inherit Parchments, but he's concerned about his house. So that leaves Andro still without a betrothal. We have a similar situation down here in Tarth, where Lord Balin has 3 daughters, the oldest of which, Siren, is betrothed. But Malia is 12 and does not have a betrothal yet. Unfortunately, she has grayscale and is disfigured. So we have Alice, who is only 1, but maybe we should propose a marriage, a betrothal. He's all for it. I'm going to send it out. That will give us a non-aggression pact with Tarth. He has accepted. So once again, Andro is betrothed, this time to Alice. 7 years his junior. Well, we only have 5 gold, so I think we'll just hold pat for now and rebuild the treasury a little. Well, I'll be. Sir Sefton has finally passed at age 73. Sir Aladar has inherited Sozhorn. He's already 52. So my wife, Krina, is Aladar's niece. I haven't looked at my wife's family at all. Her sister is Lady of Turnbridge. Her name is Ariane. Okay, so we have raiders once again. I've raised the levies in Seaguard to buy us some time maybe, and then I have my personal levies are moving in on the situation. So I think we can minimize the damage. We have suffered defeat at the Battle of Sea-Watch. Sir Michael has run into some trouble trying to collect taxes in Riverrun. My revolt risk is up, and several of my minor vassals have a negative opinion of me. I can immediately go in now that they've lost and dismiss the levy. The new Lord of Sowshorn has come to me and says that he deserves some recognition. It is widely known that I hold huge lands and titles and are a generous and wise. Perhaps I would consider granting his humble servant the High Lordship of Rosby. I still have the High Lordship of Rosby? I do. If I don't give it to him, it will go down -30 for 120 months, 10 years. That's pretty rough. I'm not just going to give it to him outright. What happened to... Alright, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd already done this. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm sorry. You can dislike me, that's fine. I meant all along to give it to my brother, Lord Kurth. Alright, sorry for the distraction. Now back to the war. And of course, just as we show up, they're out of here and there's no battle. But I think I've quelled the raiding for now. Let's just bring them back here for a minute to make sure that we don't have any more problems. So Lord Theo has declared war on Dragonstone over Hollard Hall. You mad bastard, what are you up to? King Bathan, the Breaker of Stone Dance, is indeed a dragon rider. So I'm very intrigued to see how this will go. Either way, I have to be happy. I mean, Hollard Hall will come back into the Trident, or Lord Theo will probably be dead. So, no worries here from me at all. You two just have at it. The question is, do I want to help Theo? I think that might not be a horrible idea. If nothing else, maybe I'll get him on my side a little bit. Okay, Theo has 7,000 troops. So just by bringing up my own levies, I could practically double his numbers. Now, Bathan Targaryen only has about 3,000. But remember, he has a dragon. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is ban myself from going into battle. And then tell me, Lord Theo, would you be so kind? Offer to join Lord Theo in Harrenhal Dragonstone War on Hollard Hall. All help is appreciated. So I'll send that. Can I call up my levies now, or do I have to wait? Looks like I have to wait. There it is. I will gladly accept your assistance. Let our enemies tremble. I feel like it's not going to be them that are trembling, but I like your optimism. So raise the levies. I'm going to send Sir Daramond, who at one time was the bastard son of Lady Liza Queen of the Trident. But we could afford to get rid of a bastard or two. So have fun, Sir Daramon, fighting the dragon. I'm sure you'll be fine. And then we'll get these guys straight into Hollard Hall, I guess, for now. See how that goes. Oh, where have all the troops gone? Has he decided that actually he doesn't want to do the fighting? I can call up his levies. So actually, in that case, let's get Sir Daramon into Harrenhal. Alright, meantime, I'm being raided in Kennet. So that's no fun. And I think that, yeah, I'm going to ask Brother Kurth to call up his levies as well. It's a pretty solid number. I think we can send them right into Hollard Hall. 4,300. Don't think we'll have a problem. Here comes the army of the Dragon King right up there. He's sieging my holdings. Couple holdings under siege right now. I'm somewhat stunned at Lord Theo that he decided to press this claim. But there you have it. I'm not sure what's going to happen if we lose. I thought this would be his war, but I think it's turned into mine. Can I appoint Theo as a commander? I can. So I think it's a great idea for him to go on the front line. Just a great idea. Alright, so we're now sieging Hollard Hall. At age 25, Mathis Grell was killed in a tournament joust by Michael Tully. Delani, I don't want to tutor this stupid girl again. She's not even a Tully. Since we all die anyway, why be so hassled? And I could say, I suppose you are right, and she will get chaste or temperate. Or I could say, what about enjoyment? And she will get lustful or gluttonous. Well, we're a pious man, so hopefully she can get chaste or temperate. She has chaste, which is a good trait. She won't have as many kids, so no more mandrakes. Alright, and we are at war in the Battle of Nutton in Derry. We have huge outnumber them in troops, and I think we're going to win this. And there we are, we've won the Battle of Nutton. Our war score is already 48. Let's get these guys into Maidenpool. More troops there. Seems like our siege is not going great. We should keep an eye on that. Okay, the Targaryens are retreating from Maidenpool. We're still moving in though. I'm feeling pretty good about the siege of Hollard Hall. I'm not sure what to do with these guys though. I'm trying to get them in a fight somewhere. Get our war score up. Okay, since the cowards don't want to fight me, I'm just going to move my guys back in here to Hollard Hall. You know what I probably could do? So Forrest is the High Lord of the Bay of Crabs and also married to a Tully. So if I just happen to call up his levies, no, I don't think we're going to be able to get this fight going. Plenty of numbers here now in Hollard Hall. Should be no problem. I'm hoping that's game over too, that we're gonna win the war when we win Hollard Hall. I'm just gonna have these guys follow into Dragonclaw and hopefully do some damage. No, don't worry about Lord Ronald. Thank you very much, Lysa. You're doing a good job, but it's not a concern. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Lady Janaya Charlton seeks to kill King Orland of the Trident. That is not acceptable. Will she end the plot? Yes. Alright. I got my eye on you, though. That was shady. My wisdom and mercy are legendary. I'm sure that's what you think. Still sieging away here in Hollard Hall. And now doing so, Cracklaw Baron. We're under attack in Crackhall. In the Battle of Strong Cliff. Definitely going to be tight. We don't have a lot of commanders in this army. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one. That's quite a shame. Has that affected our war score? Doesn't seem like it so much. Alright, our boys have retreated back into Hollard Hall. I'm just going to merge all them together again. And we've done it. The Battle of Hollard Hall is ours. That hasn't won us the war though. Far from it actually, it seems. So let's get this big army into Cracklaw Baron now. And then all the rest of the levies, it's time to raise up. We have plenty up this way. Let's get them all into Riverlands. We still have some raiding going on. Maybe we'll take care of that instead. And here's a little bonus army of 900 or so. We'll get them into Hollard Hall to play defense, just for the time being. My brother, Sir Daffin, has not been himself. I have noticed how he has lost weight and become fatigued. Apparently, the underlying cause is a cancerous growth, sucking the life out of him. Call for a physician at once. Another defeat, this time at Seaguard Castle. That's by the raiders up north. And now a victory at Underhill Castle. Now we're properly sieging Cracklaw Baron. Looks like we might have a fight here in Antlers that we didn't really want. My wife is pregnant. We're not going to question it. Everything is fine. We're not out fighting the battle. And yeah, we're going to lose here in Antlers. It was such a center of our victory against Theo. Orland is increasingly suspicious. I must trust her word. So we've just had all those smaller armies smashed by this tiny Targaryen force in Antlers. That's not going to help our war score. And we're losing money. So, unlike last time where I thought I had my finances in order, we're back to running a deficit again. I don't think I can afford to mess around with the raids anymore. I have to focus on Dragonclaw. And we can take out a loan again from the Iron Bank. They know we're good for it. And Princess Alessa lacks a focus. She's looking pretty good at Marshall. Unfortunately, I don't think that's something she can do. Can I go with Faith? We want to gain some piety, so that sounds like an idea. So we've been defeated at Seaguard Castle. Dragon King Bathon has issued a call to all his subjects, promising glory and wealth to anyone who can master a dragon in his lands. Who will succeed? Alright, we've just won another siege. This time, the Siege of Ironmount. We can get our guys onto the next duchy in Dragonstone. We still have the secondary army coming into Hollard Hall. We should appoint some commanders. Put Simon there. I think Daramon needs a spot again. And maybe Guy? So we certainly have numbers on them. I'm hoping that will be sufficient. Certainly taking longer than I'd hoped. We're winning another battle in Hollard Hall. We've defeated their last major army. Our war score goes up to 82. But we have an open seat on the council. Hand of the King. In the middle of war, Lord Mohar has died, age 59, under suspicious circumstances. I had nothing to do with that, I assure you. His son, Lord Dennis, has inherited, and he is not at court. A regent rules in his name. He's a drunkard, lustful, deceitful, a falconer, on a quest overseas. So I need to appoint a new hand, and for a hand I just want somebody that likes me. I hope they're good at the job as well. The list isn't long at the moment, to be honest. That's somewhat concerning. I think Lord of Turnbridge, Sir Patrick, he's my brother-in-law. We can appoint him. Yeah, I was looking at diplomacy. 4 is pretty bad. Although now I don't want to disappoint him by removing him from his spot. That's fine. He needs a role just to oversee the realm. Probably he's going to do more harm than good with a score of 4, but it's okay. We don't need any more turmoil in the middle of war. So we have a little bit of an issue here. We have another army of Dragon King Bathan who's about to march into Riverrun. We still have some armies up here, but not as many as I would like. Lord Kurth is happy with our armies. That's good, because his are currently getting a lot of use. We're scored at 82. I'm hoping this will be over soon. Lysa has been an able servant. It would seem right and honorable to reward her. I can't really afford to give her gold. Let's say I owe her a favor. She's already on the council. So what could go wrong? Am I right? Here's a close battle in Riverrun. They would still have to siege our holding, which I don't think is going to be too successful. Yeah, we're really taking some losses. We've been defeated in Riverrun. That's probably not good. Delani has started breaking the rules of the game she plays with other children. She thinks winning is more important than fair play. I'll put a stop to it. She's not my ward. I don't know why I keep getting alerts for her. Is this 9 boats with Targaryens? Yes. It could be a problem. We've won the siege of Sasek. Up to 89. I don't think we're doing too much with this one army down here. Let's bring them back up. I don't want to have too many problems in the home base now that we have things under control in the east. There's another siege, 1. The siege of Dire Den. We're up to 96%. I think we get one more bite at the apple. Do we want North Cracklaw or the Whispers? Let's go the Whispers. It's closer to Dragonstone. Has a bigger garrison, so I feel like we'll get a bigger war score. Again, well, for the first time, excuse me, Lord Patrick has caused some trouble in Riverrun, but our revolt risk has gone up again. We can't have him hand for much longer, to be honest. A daughter was born to King Orland, Delani. Okay, that's excellent. Master Jonathor has been attending the wounds of our men. We are most grateful. Yeah, some more troops showing up here. Unfortunately. We get these guys merged. Yeah, and just like gnats, they won't go away. 200 there, 700 here. Just want to win some battles. 99% war score. Am I going to have to siege Dragonstone? I really hope not. We have peasant revolts in Rushmore. Sir Florian here of Shoreham. He would like to incite Lord Theo to revolt. I'm not sure that that's a good idea. I mean, I'm fighting his war right now. I think he should be happy. Can we ask you to end the plot? He will not end the plot. Alright. You're lucky I'm busy right now. And there it is. Our war score is 100%. We can offer peace to the Dragon King and enforce our demands. The Harrenhal Dragonstone War of Hallowed Hall has ended. King Orland of the Trident has won. Thank you very much. It wasn't easy. Certainly more of a challenge than I expected. But we got it done in the end. King Orland never saw battle, so he's fine. We didn't even lose any major commanders, to be honest. Let's make sure before we do anything that we can dismiss all the levies. And I can't help but notice, now that we can have a wider look again, that the rock seems to be in some turmoil as well. King Jonah is defending against Lord Elrond's War of Tyranny. King Jonah is a tyrant, so he's having a little bit of a problem with some rebellion. Understandable. He seems to be losing that war, 83%. So this is Lord Eldon from House Payne. Elston the Priest Hater of the Golden Road. Okay. It's a power move, I guess. He has a lisp. Malnourished, shy, selfish, cynical, and ruthless. And a lunatic to bat. So I would like to appoint a new hand. There's not that many great options, to be honest. Maybe my favorite would be Lord Simon. He doesn't have a positive opinion of me at the moment, but he is a competent steward. And he's also the highest ranking lord with any kind of stewardship at all. So hopefully he'll make a competent one. He would like to become regent. I actually believe that we could make that happen for you as well. Princess Catelyn is the current regent. She would have been the queen if not for the council. She doesn't like me too much yet, so I'm not going to, or should I? Simon's opinion of me has gone up to 20. Princess Catelyn has no real power, so I think it would be a good idea if we appointed Prince Simon. His opinion of me has gone up to even more, 45 now. I think he'll be a good hand. That was a good decision. We need him to oversee the realm. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. It's been quite the eventful one. I was hoping that we would get into a war to try to reunify the Trident, but I was worried about where our treasury was. But I think everything has worked out okay, thanks to the ballsiness of Lord Theo. Thank you very much, I guess. It's also been a successful episode for the family. We've had a new child and got 2 of our others betrothed. So everything is looking up for Orland. And he's more powerful than ever. We need a little bit of time to recover from the war. And we need to deal with the raiding. But our enemies, our neighbors, everyone is looking pretty weak. So I think we're in a strong position. And I think it's a great place to leave off for next time. So for now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been the excellent Crusader Kings 2 featuring the Game of Thrones mod. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and have a great night. We got more up here, and that's it. We failed the event. Makes it 2-0.
For duty.
Get all these archers behind the lines. The good news is that we are profitable, and we need to focus on the boat. I've been cuckolded, minus 100%. Job done.